Okay, to tie the sherry spinner, you'll need a very light size 18 dry fly hook. It's a very small and delicate fly. The tying of this fly is very, very simple. Anyone with any modicum of fly tying experience will be able to manage it. The thread I'm using here is ultra thread in, it says here 70 denier, which is the equivalent of 8/0. So you start off as usual just behind the eye, and we go back about a third of the way along the hook. Now I'll need the winging material, which is white Antron. Now available from many manufacturers. I bought this from Lure Flash a number of years ago, but white Antron. You don't have to buy from Lure Flash, you can get it from numerous manufacturers. So tie in the wing using a figure of 8. And we trim the wings to approximately the length of the body. Now it's always wise to trim both wings together, because if you try to do them separately you'll inevitably get it wrong. So cut the two of them together and they'll be the same length. Now I continue back along to just opposite the barb, assuming you're using a barbed hook. And the next material I'm going to use is grizzle hackle. Now you can go to all kinds of elaborations tying flies, insofar as you can use micro fibbits to get the forked tail and all that. I don't think the trout pay much heed to that, so it's not really necessary. So pull the hackles to right angles to the feather, and then pull the feather, and then everything will be level and even. Now tie in the tail. And back up to the body, or back up to the wing should I say, and then back down again. Now, what gave the fly its name I suppose is the overall colour, which is a sort of a rusty orange, a sherry colour. So I'm using this dubbin here, which is a sort of a rusty orange colour. It doesn't have to be any particular make or anything, just a rusty orange. You can mix a couple of colours together to get that effect, just as long as it's rusty orange. You put on a nice thin rope, and as I always say, put on a little at a time, because it's much easier to take a little off, or sorry, much easier to put a little on than it is to take a bit off. So again, figure of 8 around the wings till you get the desired shape, and then just in front of the wings, and a whip finish again. And find our whip finish too. Here we are. Give it a second, not just for the sake of security. So that essentially is a sherry spinner, which would probably be better if it were known as the sherry spent, as it represents the dead fly essentially lying on the surface, and the trout know they can't fly away, so they take them at a very leisurely pace. One great fly, one not to be without of a summer evening. A curious phenomenon I've witnessed a few times when it comes to the blueing olive. You can have the spinners falling and the duns hatching simultaneously, and the trout will all in unison take the sherry spinner to the exclusion of everything else, and then they will all in unison switch to the hatching blueing olive, and then they won't take the spinner, and then 5 minutes later they can reverse, and they can swap and change around like that several times. So it pays to be ready to ring the changes very quickly in order to take best advantage. So that's the sherry spinner, the third and last part of this video series. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and tight lines to everyone in the future. Once again, thanks for watching.